The great Mike Morse.
How you doing?
What's up, Mike?
No, doing good. You know, it's funny. I get invited here. Of course, I know you. Good friends with Bichetti. Then I hear Shuli's going to go on. You know,
That's right.
You know, I'm wondering, is this a interview or an intervention?
I know. It's funny. I don't know. Shuli's coming on later, and well, you now. What are you doing most? You got a bunch of TV stuff going on. Well, you did. You had this America's. What was the comedy cabaret? Well, explain that.
Oh, that was just a. That's years ago. Damn, that was on a Fox affiliate up in Syracuse, New York. And
So it wasn't a network. It was an affiliate.
Yeah. I know that was years ago. I haven't. I'm not good enough for television.
Well, this is TV. You do Lisa Lampanelli's show on Sirius, though, to the radio show.
Yeah. I opened for her. I travel around with her, and we do the once a month on Sirius.
Is that fun, traveling with Lisa?
You know. You came up through the clubs and doing all the crap clubs, and so when she says, "Do you want to open for me?" You'll go to a beautiful theater, do half an hour,
right?
And
nice hotel room,
beautiful hotel room, get paid well, and I was like, "Yeah, I think I'll."
You can't beat it. You can't beat it. No. What do you have to 20 minutes, 25 sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes 30 if she's tired.
That's beautiful. Yeah, Lisa's looking good. I saw. Lately.
She lost 108 pounds.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and Jimmy, her husband, lost like 90.
Where did I just see Jimmy?
They've got AIDS.
They got AIDS.
Downside. No, they both had the last.
But they both look fine with the AIDS. They're one of the rare people that can carry it.
They're living with AIDS.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Jimmy. I saw somewhere. He's managing Gotham or something.
Yeah, he works there, right. And looking good. And she looks like now, Uma Thurman.
Well,
she's skinny.
How'd they do it? Because we have a
I
need.
think they had
Mike
the thing.
has a
They're
need.
open about it. They had the band.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They had the gastric. One of the where they take most of her stomach out.
What do you think, Mike?
I was looking online last night. Nutrisystem, John. It looked pretty good to me.
Nutrisystem's good. Mike has a problem. He's too big to be walking now, and he's got an injury.
I was seeing back there. Now, was that refrigerator locked behind him? Because there's still there's stuff in there.
Yeah, but Mike knew me when I was a toothpick.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
You were never a toothpick. A toothpick?
Well,
you knew me when I was way
Mike knew me in the early 90s, though. I mean,
Yeah, you were just morbidly obese then.
Mike was at the Bichetti roast.
That
Very
was great.
funny. Mike is a great roaster. Mike's good. Now, do you still write a lot of roast stuff for people?
Do a lot of roasts. I'm writing this. You'll like this. I'm writing for a friend of mine who's roasting Bill Parcells.
Oh, that's great.
Right, and like they're gonna.
Who's on the day?
And you just.
Well, I'll tell you. My friend calls me up and he knows nothing about sports.
Right.
And he goes, "I got this gig. I got to roast this guy, a coach,
a comic."
Yeah, the comic knows. And he goes, Parcel, something. I was like, Bill Parcells?
You're kidding me. He doesn't know that. Is it a gay guy?
He's from New York.
A gay guy?
No. But he just one of those guys.
You just did Dennis Rodman too, right?
Yeah, I did Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
But so he goes, maybe you can help me write some stuff. And I go, who else is on the dais? He goes, they gave me the names, like E.T., some guy, E.T. And I was like, LT? Wow. He's like, yeah.
Oh, come on. How can you know that?
I swear to God. And so I'm talking to him actually just a couple days ago, coming up with some ideas. And I thought it would be do something about Vince Lombardi.
Yeah.
Know? And he goes, who's that? He goes, he knows the rest stop.
Wow.
So
Why was this guy asked to
He's very
roast
funny.
him?
I guess he's real funny.
Yeah, he's very
Well, you can't tell me who it is?
I don't want to embarrass him.
Really? Why?
It's Bichetti, because I don't want
I know LT is Lawrence Taylor. At least
look at that. No, he knows BLT. So you really, come on, he's not going to care if you tell him. Write his name down. I won't say it. Because now I'm dying to know.
All right, let me get a...
And if I know the guy,
Here.
I'll take the lawsuit.
Okay. And he's a funny guy. And he knows plenty of other things. He can dress himself. And,
Oh, it's a... Oh.
Let me see. Oh, you know what? I don't know him.
Oh, okay.
I don't know him. Okay, so it really was... But this is a heterosexual guy.
A heterosexual guy. He's been married
Is he from New York?
Yeah, he's from the
Been married for... And he doesn't know E.T. from LT.
No, but he just says he just was never interested in sports.
But that's really not
yeah. I mean,
Bill Parcells.
And Vince Lombardi, I mean, you figure you hear about him somewhere in...
Yeah, but he's a part of Americana, as Mike would say.
Yeah, best coach in the history of
Let me ask you this:
football.
as a writer, as a work assignment now, that's got to be very difficult. Who else is on the dais?
He's the only comic. Because it's all sports guys. It's
So
Jim Burt.
Jim Burt, he's not going to know who that guy is.
Harry Carson, Anderson, what's his name? I mean, to say all Giants.
Otis Anderson.
Yeah, Otis, yeah.
So he's literally got to make up stuff
Well,
about
that's
people
why
he has no idea who they
That's
are.
got to be
Right,
rough.
right. Well, that's why he's like, well, tell me about these things, and so I'm trying to help him with jokes and yeah. So anything that has to do with football,
Well, you
I have
got to
to-
help him even with like inflections. Or,
Yeah,
like, I mean,
and like how
pretend you
far
know
to go, and like because you don't know how
Yeah.
nothing, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. He doesn't know the positions they play.
What an
and-
awful position to be
Well,
in.
why would they see? Now, I don't want to cost the guy work, but I'm sure he'd be great in another roast. Why would they ask the guy to do that?
I don't know, but thank God.
Is this for the Friars or something?
No, it's a private thing.
Okay.
And but yeah, so then I did the Rodman for the Friars.
That
And
was
have
fun.
you ever met Rodman?
Oh yeah, I
He's
know.
crazy,
I
right?
actually know him very well.
Yeah, he's crazy,
His
right?
friends- I'm friends with him.
Yeah, because I thought, well, maybe.
I was supposed to do that roast.
Oh, were you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
that
doing
would've
this. I couldn't do it.
Oh, that would have been great. And yeah, he's crazy. Just talking to him, he's just out there.
Well, my story about Dennis Rodman, I've told it before. After I met him one time on the Stern Show, I was in Vegas and I did stand up and I stayed out all night. And I went right to the Hard Rocks gym and I went into the steam room. I wanted to sweat out. My theory was I'll sweat out the badness. And I'm sitting there fully clothed. Me and this other fat guy who's in a robe. And Dennis Rodman walks in and just buck naked, sits right in front of me and the other fat guy, and just starts doing like knee bends. And like his privates are like all hanging out. He's like bends over and touches his ankle, and his ass is right up. And me and the other guy go, it's Dennis Rodman. Like, what's he doing? And then he sat down. He goes, I know you, man. You from Howard? I go, yeah. He goes, hey, man, what's up? And he hugs me. I'm like, ah. And we told the story on the air, and I wasn't impressed with his penis.
Really?
I don't know. I thought it could have. It should have been bigger. I think
Sorry to
Wow.
disappoint you.
it should have been bigger.
Well,
Well, maybe you're just
What do
not.
you mean, well?
Maybe he's
having
not
a bad
attracted
day.
to you.
He's got a big body. He's
think
got a
about
big
that?
You think he
body,
was-
so maybe
Yeah.
proportionally,
if you
it just
dropped
didn't
a
look
couple
as-
pounds, maybe he would have been a little more attractive.
I know.
to you.
Well, I understand. You're saying he was definitely not erect. You're right. But what you're
that's a good
saying is no. You could tell. You could tell.
But he's also
you
like
shower a lot of big men.
I've thousands and thousands of
And some in-
penises in
because of
my
football.
shower
Who's the biggest
life.
penis you ever seen in the NFL?
Oh man,
There's got to be a guy. There's got to be a guy.
Write it down.
no, you
and
know
if
what?
it's the same
Actually,
guy,
the guy that I'm thinking of is a guy from college, and he was a walk-on,
Pro guy.
a walk-on white
We want
guy
pro
at
guy.
White
Stanford.
guy.
Pro guy.
wow.
Yeah,
You're not getting out of this question that easy. Pro
I
guy.
can't name a guy with the.
Why?
biggest-
That's a nice thing
That's-
to
yeah,
say.
that's
You're not,
nice.
you're not bashing the guy.
Jeez.
Can you give their initials?
Honestly, I don't think I like cataloged that in my memory banks. Like,
Whose-
wow, that guy's penis is amazing.
Whose penis felt odd? No, you can't.
I'll
So
have to
what you
think
say
about
from
it.
Carl
Batter,
Banks?
he was the
I'll have to think
catcher.
about
You
it,
said
but
Carl Banks. Is that what you said?
no.
Is it Memory Banks?
No, the memory banks are not.
You
chock
know
full
a
of
guy. I
penises.
guarantee
You
you
have
could
to.
think of a guy. You could think of a guy who stands out. White, black, Hispanic, whatever.
I mean, I can think of. Yeah, I can.
Like Mike and I
Can
probably tell you
Can I think about this
the best hung
and
comedian.
get back to you?
Yeah.
We all shower together.
Let me explain my love
It's
of
course,
meat.
It's of course Gabriel Iglesias.
Really?
Oh yeah. He did deep knee bends in front of me once. I was very impressed. And he
You
was
know a
erect.
guy. I want you to think about it.
I can think about it.
All right.
All right.
So like
So
go ahead.
uncomfortable.
I was gonna
though.
say, so to finish the story, I loved how crazy he was because halfway through the roast,
Right.
he stands up and goes, "I gotta go take a leak," and he just walked off stage. and so
That's fantastic.
So John Sally was the roast master, and so he went up and go, "All right, we're gonna take a break."
I think that's
I know
great.
it was great. And then during my set, I'm almost done. I have like one joke left, and I forget what the joke was before that, and he really liked it, and he stood up and he just came over and just hugged me. And I was like, I just had one more joke.
That's what he's like. That's
Yeah.
what he's like. He's like very affectionate.
It was great.
I've got to take a break. Anything you want to plug in particular?
This Saturday, I'm at the Valley Forge Casino. Myself and some young up-and-comer named Gino Piscanti.
Dana Biscotti. Very well.
Yes.
All right. Great. And I've done Valley Forge Casino.
So that'll-
Not bad. Good gig. And we'll take a break. Back with more Mike Morse after these messages.